kicks to Thompson. Feeds it to Bogut. Banked in off the glass. Bogut's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team with gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season and one of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
On defense, San Antonio. 4-point game. Outside Curry. Passes to Barnes. Back to Curry from past the arc, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Leonard gets it to go.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there. Well, they finally miss on their fourth shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Here's Baines, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Parker's shot is off.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Barnes passes to Bogut. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, Golden State.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
From deep, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Curry, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc, but last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
And for Curry, improving his driving ability. He already had the handles, but he tried to work on his strength to ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident in his strength.
And the foul goes against San Antonio. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Well, great job preventing that ball from getting into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if he doesn't make that steal.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
From deep. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. And he drops it in from the low post. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
It's Curry with the drive, and the shot is good.
Nice start for him. 5 of his first 7 shots he's made.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And it's good on the assist by Parker. That's now 8 points for Leonard.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. Curry dishes to Bogut. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Green, powered down with both hands.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And so it's Golden State with it. Clark, you think of how much success the Spurs have had, and it's almost as if they can plug anyone in and they are immediately on the same page and working as a unit.
Well, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. They evaluate the players they bring in, wanting to fit them into a culture that already exists, and continuity and consistency you get from the top down. Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan. When you've got those guys in place, then you throw in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Now you've got a group that you can win with for a long time, and they've done just that.
Barbosa's shot is off. San Antonio leading in transition. Here come the Spurs. Bellinelli's got the ball.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Iguodala.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Spates. It's Iguodala with the drive. Lee passes to Barbosa. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the night. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The three from Mills. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Livingston dishes to Lee. It's hauled in by Diaw.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Lee left side with 1 on the clock, and he lays it up and in.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Boris Diaw is out there with Splitter, and it's Mills in at the 1 spot. Andre Iguodala spent 8 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. Steve, a tough sports town, and he said he felt wrongly criticized.
Well, at times people called him overpaid. They wanted more out of him in terms of being a star and a scorer. That's not really who he is. I mean, it's his all-around game that makes him special, his great defense, his ball handling, but not necessarily his scoring.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. San Antonio also making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Nobody near Leonard. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. And that's 11 points for Leonard.
And Iguodala now in his 30s, sporting a few gray hairs. I haven't seen any of them yet, but maybe they are there. He's still a great athlete and a fantastic ball handler for a swingman, so his drive and kick game, really a terrific fit for the Warriors.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Spurs also with the sub. Baines is checked in.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that one's good, Barnes.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And Iguodala, a decent shooter from long range, but that's never been his calling card offensively. Instead, he's a quality playmaker and a player who moves well without the ball.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he gets it to go.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Green's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Curry attacking.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Parker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Fires for three. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors have gone a nice 3-of-3 to start the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Parker drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. I mean, he's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or, you know, just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
Now here's Curry. 20 points for him, and the shot is good. Curry's got 22.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Parker passes to Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Leonard. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Left block shot on the way. That's good.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there, Kevin.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Bogut. And there's the call on Ginobili. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. Barbosa against Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Outside, Green. Curry outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. He kicks it to Diaw, and stolen by Barnes. Baseline J on the way. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. There's the 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA.
Splitter passes to Mills. Fires from deep. That's good. Mills has got 8. 1:07 left in the first half. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the defensive improvement for Golden State has kind of been piece by piece. They've had the right strategy and motivation, certainly from the coaching staff. And obviously, Steve, a healthy Andrew Bogut has helped.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with what they've done the last couple of years in terms of their attitude, their personnel, the mindset to become more defensive-minded and a much better rebounding club as well.
Here's Ginobili following the basket by Stephen Curry. Right side Curry. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Diaz got his third rebound on the night. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Mills kicks to Splitter. Dishes to Mills. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot, and the jumper is good. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry, fires the three, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 29.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And we're through 2 here in a good one. Warriors lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Spurs trail by 4.
Last season, Coach Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs winning his 5th NBA championship, one of only 5 NBA coaches in the league's history to win that many rings. He's one of the all-time greats.
Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Back to Green. Parker outside for the tie. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow 3, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
And Popovich, the only coach in NBA history to twice win Coach of the Year and an NBA title. Clark in the same season.
And yet he remains so humble. He's highly esteemed by anybody in the NBA and even beyond the NBA when you talk about his leadership and the way he has that mutual respect with his players. It's wonderful to watch how they make it happen. He tells you, first and foremost, it's a players' league, and that's how he goes about his work. Gives all the credit to the great ones he's had the privilege of coaching. That's admirable.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. On the wing, Green. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Barnes, and he banks in the layup.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Bonner dishes to Mills. Here's Joseph. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 4.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
Ayers, and that misses everything.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, a great effort.
Lee in the posts. He's against Bonner, and it's Lee that time on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. You know, he could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. It's Iguodala with the drive. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 6. Pass to Ayers. Out left to the wing. Here's Diaw. Connects. The jumper drops. Diaw's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Warriors have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Splitters checked in for Jeff Ayers. Bellinelli comes in for Bonner. And it's Ginobili in for Joseph. Spates, the pass to Livingston. Kicks it out to Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Spurs trail by 6. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
You know, one of the reasons the Spurs are able to stay near the top of the standings is that their play is consistent. They never seem to drop games that they're supposed to win. And that's true even when they're on the road.
Azili's checked in for Maurice Spates. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Warriors leading by 9. Iguodala dishes to Azili. Thompson for 3. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. The dish to Azili. Tries again. Livingston, that's good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead. Well, the Spurs were incredible on the road last season. San Antonio, the best record on the road in the NBA by far.
Well, they were the best team in the NBA by far, for the most part. I mean, there's nobody that's going to deny that. 30 wins was more than most teams would get at home. But as you mentioned, the Spurs just don't lose to lesser teams on the road, and that's a credit to everybody there. The coaches, the players, they focus and lock in, and they don't give away games most times.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. Here is Splitter. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Iguodala. Pass to Thompson. And there's the call on Ginobili. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots a 3. And Thompson kicks to Lee. Hangs in the air, and he sinks the layup. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
That shot a little beyond his normal range. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he's good on the second. Here comes Parker. 10 points for him. They kick it out to Green. Shoots a fader. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 8th assist in the game. A shot by Thompson, and he nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure, and it's absolute highest.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Warriors leading by 12. On the floor for San Antonio. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Baines in at the 5 down low. And Leonard gets it to go.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Iguodala dishes to Lee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
A shot by Duncan, nobody around. And it falls over the rim and in. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Parker with the steal. Ball going up court. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Duncan.
And that is their way to get back into this game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
And the only way to do that is to start things at the defensive end. Force a turnover, then get out and run.
Livingston. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Kicks it to Parker. Outside Leonard. Launches it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Livingston passes to Iguodala. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. And that one's good. Parker.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
And Thompson kicks to Livingston. The feed now to Lee. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Drops in the tray.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Spurs trail by 8. Parker drives in. He dishes it to Baines. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. All sorts of time. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Green slams it in.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Ezeli. Drops in the layup for 2.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now here's Parker. Duncan gets a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Duncan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors leading by 4. Livingston kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Duncan. Leonard dishes to Parker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? purposeful, precise passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
No one covering. And that's 10 points for Iguodala.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Ginobili. Bellinelli with the 3. Splitter passes to Bellinelli, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Splitter, that's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Azili dishes to Iguodala. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Spurs trail by 3. Now Mills. Picked off in midair. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Thompson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Stolen. .44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Splitter. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Well, as a coach, that kind of turnover just drives you nuts.
And that's because it should never happen, Steve. I mean, it just shouldn't.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
For a tough position. It's in!
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Spurs shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. There's the pass to Bellinelli. Misses off the left iron.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they continue to do this kind of work at the foul line, the lead should be safe.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Baines is checked in. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. And he is unable to get the second one. So it's San Antonio now. And Bellinelli kicks to Ginobili. No good from outside. Here's Lee outside. Can't get it to go. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with